What if you were a strong man, but had to compete against your own family to break a record? Wouldn't that be pretty awesome? Or consider having an entire family with superhuman strength. Life would be so much easier. There are families out there obsessed with powerlifting, strongman feats and martial arts, making each member pretty strong. There are families with bodybuilding moms and record-breaking power dads, and belonging to one would definitely keep bullies at bay. From a pregnant bodybuilding mommy to children with amazing strength and strong bodybuilder couple. And today we'll take a look at top 10 most strongest families around the world. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notification every day for more amazing content. America's best bodybuilding couple. The obsessed Buck and Michelle Miller claim to be the world's best looking couple and spend a massive £50,000 each year maintaining their image. Mirrors and portraits of the couple cover almost every wall of their Las Vegas home, and they constantly try to improve their chiseled physiques. The couple fork out £4,000 each month on manicures, pedicures, haircuts, tanning and gym membership, and are so serious about staying in shape that they prepare every meal days in advance. The couple met while each was supporting a friend at a bodybuilding competition in California in February 2012. When they met, Michelle was living in Vancouver with a son from a previous relationship. Michelle, who has been competing in the fitness category since 2011, has always been into fitness, but started training competitively 4 years ago. Buck only began bodybuilding competitively in April this year, but has already won shows too. Despite their incredible physiques, the couple claim to not use steroids, but say they are common in bodybuilding circles. World's strongest family, my crazy obsession. Introducing the strongest family in America and most likely world, and the 2 children that make this family tick. Dylan and Jessica Best. The parents are, naturally, bodybuilders who met while training, and they imparted their love for heavy lifting on their children. The best family of 4 powerlifters, regarded as the strongest family in the world, while Mom Callie and Father Nick are powerlifters, who are really strong kids. Dylan and Jessica are famous in their own right. What's more amazing is that Dylan is 11 and get this, Jessica's just 5 years old. The entire family spent a collective time of training up to 240 hours a week. Dylan, as small as he can be, deadlifted more than 150 pounds and says he just has to powerlift first thing in the morning. But if Dylan amazes you with his strength, what would you say to his sister, who can lift 100 pounds in spite of her small 46-pound frame? Jessica's role model is her mom Callie, and she says she hopes to be like her someday. Now isn't that sweet and strong? Nick says neither child is ever sore, and they love doing what they are doing, so why inhibit a budding passion? The Philip Ricardo family. A former Marine dad, Philip Ricardo, was once crowned Mr. Universe's wife Mary Beth, and today he is determined to help his young kids follow in his footsteps. Son Ethan is just 13 and daughter Sanalee, 9, yet both children are put through rigorous military style training sessions so they can compete in bodybuilding competitions. The kids must also stick to an ultra strict diet. Philip Ricardo has also come along from fighting obesity issues to become a body beautiful. Both children derive inspiration from watching dad and mom compete in bodybuilding competitions and are encouraged to want the same. The entire family abides by a strict diet that includes oatmeal, eggs, chicken, rice, steak, and veggies with no treats at all. A typical routine for the kids includes 100 push-ups, sit-ups and a mile run every day. Added to this are the hours of bodybuilding workouts, with Ethan attending wrestling classes 3 to 5 times a week and Sonali learning gymnastics, while Mary Beth and Philip are both committed to helping their kids reach their fitness goals. Muhammad Ali family. He would come to the gym, and if so, he didn't get a ride to the gym. He didn't have no car. He would run across the causeway. Muhammad Ali was one of the most famous and entertaining boxers in history. He became a legend in his time, defeating opponents by dancing rings around them, giving rise to his famous saying, "Dance like a butterfly and sting like a bee." Ali passed away from Parkinson's in 2016. But donning the mantle of the family name is none other than his daughter Layla Ali. Layla is a successful boxer, being a 4-time undefeated boxing world champion. Her father, Muhammad Ali, began boxing when he was 12 and went on to become the world's most popular heavyweight champion. Layla's biggest motivating figure has been her father's legendary fame, but she also received support from husband Curtis Conway, a former NFL star like her father. Layla too is a philanthropist involved in several Gossen charities. She is well and truly carrying on her father's legacy. Lorna Big Arm family. 12-stone Lorna Big Arm was 40-year-old still bench pressing 100 kilograms right up to her due date, and admits she defied medical advice to slow down from her 6 hours of weightlifting a week. Mom Lorna Big Arm from the UK stands at 1.7 meters tall with a hot body that most women would die for. Lorna, who weighs 168 pounds, would bench press 220 pounds. Even when she was pregnant, pumped that iron. Mom Lorna train every day, pumping iron 6 hours a week, in spite of medical advice telling her not to believe it. Or not just 10 months after she delivered a baby girl through cesarean section, the mom of 4 went on to qualify for the British female bodybuilding finals. Lorna in her 40s eats 40,000 calories a day to keep in shape. She says she's her biggest competition and is constantly striving to improve. Lorna, who is also a full-time firefighter, balances between her work, kids and bodybuilding. Lorna, motivated by her partner Stephen, also a bodybuilder, has won several competitions and hopes to win a major title soon. Her 4 children regard her as a super mom and plan on following in her footsteps someday. The Paul brothers family. Growing up in the late 80s and early 90s, you might have heard of the Barbarian brothers. The Paul brothers, twins David and Peter, gave the sport a breath of fresh air with their bizarre showmanship that matched their incredible physiques and phenomenal strength, making them one of the most beloved bodybuilding twins ever. They appeared in several films together. World of Bodybuilding during the 1980s. The colorful Barbarian brothers, the self-styled bad boys of bodybuilding, were something else as they presented a goofy side of the sport not seen before. Sadly, one of the twins, David Paul, passed away at the age of 62, just 2 days away from his birthday. Born in Hartford, the twins traveled to California to train as bodybuilders and quickly earned a reputation for their quirky, larger-than-life personalities that coupled their iron-willed determination to succeed as bodybuilders. The Orton family. The Orton family, who's been wrestling for more than 60 years. Not just that, 3 members spanning 3 generations have competed for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship title at Madison Square Garden, the most famous arena in the history of sport. Bob Orton Sr. has been wrestling since 1951 under several names, of which the most popular was Rocky Fitzpatrick. Despite winning several golds in the sport, he lost to WWF champion Bruno Sammartino in the same venue. Eldest son Bob Orton Jr. also followed his father and challenged Bob Backlund for the WWE title in the Garden in 1982. He entered the WWE Hall of Fame in 2005. However, keeping the flame of the family fame burning was the Randy Orton, son of Bob Jr. Randy, who was the most successful wrestler in the family, became the youngest world heavyweight champion in the world when he was only 24. He again made a record, becoming the first WWE heavyweight champion, unifying both titles when he beat the famous John Cena. The Smith brothers family. The Smith family, from Liverpool, have become first family to boast 4 British boxing champions. The youngest of the 4 brothers, Callum, beat fellow Scouser Rocky Fielding in the first round to claim the vacant British super middleweight title. That means all 4 brothers have now won a national belt in their own weight division, and it's the first time that has ever happened in British boxing. The Smith brothers, as they shared their success with their proud parents, who were happy to tell me what their 4 little angels were really like as kids. Paul, Stephen, Callum and Liam Smith were on the show with their mum, who they said is the backbone to their family. The champion boxer's mum revealed she has never watched or never been to her son's fights, but turns off all the phones and times it until the end of the fight, when she'll wait for a phone call to hear the result. Remarkably, that family also happens to have another potential British champion back home in Liverpool. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to always be in the top 10 videos world.